Hello and welcome back to another episode of UFit TV. Today we have an awesome success story and we are joined by Amy. Amy, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
This is going to be really exciting. Amy's got a really cool story and we just kind of want to share some of her successes with you and hopefully inspire you to take your next step in your fitness journey. So Amy, let's start. Just tell me, how long have you been working out?
Ever since I just started here in June.
Okay, so just since June, were you doing any other programs before that or anything?
I did dance fit for a little bit, but
What's that?
it was a girl on YouTube, and she would post her dancing to songs.
Awesome.
But I wasn't eating right during it, so it didn't benefit me much.
Got it. Okay. So you started here in June.
Yes.
And tell me about the journey that you've gone through so far. So what happened? Where were you at in June when you came to us? What was the biggest thing you were struggling with?
The eating.
The nutrition.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. So talk to me about that journey a little bit. You started. What happened?
Actually, I didn't think twice. I just went full on, quit eating sugar and the carbs. I stopped it all, and I couldn't believe the change. Just from eating, I could not believe the change.
Okay.
Not only weight-wise, but physically and mentally. It was insane.
Awesome. Now, that's one thing that we do talk about a lot. It's like, what's the physical and mental changes that you see? I mean, obviously, seeing weight loss is fun, right? It's really good. It makes us feel good when we look in the mirror. But mentally, there's a lot of benefit to exercise. Talk to us about kind of what you've felt.
Well, at first, I was scared just because I didn't think I could do it.
Of course.
But once I did it, and I had all of you to help me, it really changed me like a lot. I'm more positive. I don't look at it as if I take a bite of a fry or slip up, I don't look at it as a failure. I look at it as a lesson.
Awesome. That is awesome. That's a really good lesson, actually, that you just taught us in general, because that's one thing that we always tell people is you can't look at it as failing, right? You either win or you learn.
Yep.
All right. So you're either learning or you're winning, and if you're learning, then eventually you will win.
Yep.
That's awesome.
All learning process.
That's exciting.
Yes.
So I know that you have had some health issues.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us a little bit about. So you lost weight, right?
Yes.
You lost some weight with us. How much weight did you lose when you first started?
30.
So you lost 30 pounds right off the top. What happened? I knew you had to stop working out for a little while. Talk to us about that.
Well, I got diagnosed with Graves' disease in 2015.
Okay.
I didn't know that I was stuck with it for the rest of my life. Like, it could always come and go. I didn't know that. They didn't tell me.
I didn't know that either.
I wasn't educated on it, so I didn't know. And then one day I didn't feel right, and they told me that it was my thyroid levels were elevated again. So my doctor told me because of my heart rate, they didn't want me working out.
No, just so I understand, just so anybody watching understands, your heart rate's higher then?
Yeah, well, when my thyroid levels are
raised, your heart rate's gonna go
hyperactive, right?
Got
My
it.
heart rate was more than what it should.
Right, no, I mean, it's out of the recommended.
Right.
Yeah, I get it. Okay.
So they were worried about that, even though I knew I would have been taken care of here.
Right.
She still didn't want me to go.
No, I understand. I understand. And I mean, obviously that was bad news.
Yes.
Right. And over the course of that time that you were gone, how were you able to manage your health and fitness?
Not very well.
Okay.
But again, it was a learning process. I know that now, I have watched you guys on UFit talk about how emotional eating and all that and stress and everything can just make you give in.
Yeah.
And I did. And now it's a learning process. I will not do it again.
Hey, no, that's all right though, because you've learned. Now you're back, and how long have you been back? A few weeks now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was gone for 3 months.
Well, we're happy to have you back. It's exciting.
Me too.
So, what is something that you would say to someone who maybe is like, well, I want to start working out, but it's hard, and I don't think I can do it, right? And that's where you were at. You didn't think you could do it. What would you say to someone who's maybe feeling that they can't do it?
Ask for help if you need to. I did, and I'm so glad I did. I went and looked back, like your wife had said, your mind can make you change your mind.
That's right.
Like
That's
this.
right.
So it's like mind over body kind of thing, because in the long run, you will not only be glad you did it by looking at yourself visually, but you'll be glad physically and mentally too. So it'll all be worth it. They can do it.
That's awesome. I love that. And what's your goal right now? Where are you at on progress, and what's the goal for the next 2 months?
Just keep doing what I'm doing. I'm more on the weight loss still.
So we're still focusing on
Right,
weight loss.
yes.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, thanks so much for coming in today. I mean, you have a really cool story, and obviously you've worked through some of these hiccups, and you're learning.
Yes.
And seeing results along the way. So it's exciting.
Yes, very hard, but it starts getting easier. You get used to it, so it's kind of like it becomes habit.
No, that's awesome. Very cool.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us today on UFit TV. Again, this is Amy telling us about her amazing progress so far and how she will continue seeing great progress this year. Thanks
Thank
again.
you.
Awesome. Good job.
Thanks.